Today, I have the opportunity to show you the new Mitel Connect client. I will go over some of the features and capabilities in this application. I will show you how to execute some of your phone system most common actions using this new tool. The Mitel Connect client is a new desktop application that allows you to control and interact with your phone directly from your computer. It is a native application available for PC and Mac users, offering both the same experience and interface. If you are a ShoreTel user today, be aware that the new Connect client will replace your ShoreTel communicator. How to log in. To open and log in the new application, you need to double-click the Mitel Connect icon. You may have it on your desktop or in the installed applications. Once you open the application, you will need to enter your email or username, your password, click in Show Advanced, enter the server address, and check the Remember Me box. Checking the Remember Me box will allow you to enter directly to the Connect client the next time without the need to re-enter your credentials. After that, you can just click in Login. Client Overview. Before showing you this specific function, let's review the new Connect client. The new Connect client has a clean design with a very modern look and feel, created with more white space between functions and features. It presents access to the main components from the moment you open the application, including the system directory, your profile and availability, your contacts, your recent calls, access to your voicemails, recent instant messages, and events. When selecting any of the components, our client will expand to the right up to 2 levels to show us more options regarding the choosing feature. Entry field and system directory. At the very top of the new client, we have our access to the system directory. When clicking in the name or number field, the system directory will open up with all the contacts coming from the phone system directory. You can also use the name or number field as a search box in the directory. The matches will be presented dynamically. If you need to dial a number using the Connect client, just enter the number in the name or number field and press Enter. There is no need to enter the access code or number to use your phone lines when dialing user your Connect client. You can also click on the dial pad icon if you need access to a keypad when using the Connect client. User Profile. In the User Profile section, you will see your name and extension number and the state of the call handling mode currently active. Click on the current state of the call handling mode to switch it to any of the available options. Selecting this will allow you to switch the call routing and personalize voicemail based on your system's preference. When clicking in your name, the User Profile panel will expand to the right. This panel will present your name, extension number, and direct number if assigned in the system. You will also be able to select your primary assignment device in this panel. The primary assignment section will allow you to choose which device you want to use as your telephone. When selecting desk phone, your primary telephone, meaning the phone on your desk, will be assigned for inbound and outbound calls. Selecting soft phone will make the computer running the Connect application become your telephone. You will need a media set, meaning speakers and a microphone, or a supported headset to use the soft phone feature. The User Profile panel will also show you the details of your own conference page, providing fast access to the details when needed. These details will include the extension you can dial from inside, the dial info number, the organizer code as well as the participant code, as well as the link for the screen sharing. You can also copy these details in case you want to paste it in an email to share it to another person. Contacts. When clicking Contacts, the Contacts panel will expand and provide access to your favorite contacts as well as groups. These two options are user-based and won't synchronize contacts from the system directly, meaning that the user will have full control of the information on these two areas. To add a contact as your favorite, you will need to go to the system directory, look for the person that you want to add, and click in the start icon next to the name you want to add into your favorites. This will work with internal and external contacts. To remove a contact from your favorite, just click on the start icon next to the contact you want to remove from your favorite list. In addition to your list of favorites, you can organize contacts by groups. You can do that under the options of Groups in Contacts. To create a group, select the Groups label in the Contact section, click on the plus icon at the top of the client, click on Add Group. A new panel will open up to enter the details of the group. Enter the group name, type the contact name you want to add in the group, select the Create button once you finish adding your contacts in this group, and that will create your new group with those members. You can edit the group selecting the action icon on the group title. This will open the action panel and show the edit option. Once you click on the edit, you can make changes to the group or delete it. Recent calls. Selecting the recent option will open the panel that shows your call history. You will be able to see all your inbound and outbound call, as well as the missing ones. Each one will be presented with an icon indicating the call's direction, date, and time. The contact panel will open when selecting a call on the recent. You can select here all calls or show only the missed calls. Voicemails. You can see your voicemails clicking the voicemail section. This will open the panel showing you all your voice messages. You can also use the filters to see only the unheard or saved ones. The date and time as well as the color details will be presented on each message. You will see additional options when clicking on a message, including play, forward, save, or delete. You will be able to restore a deleted voicemail before the end of the day when you delete it. Events. The Mitel Connect client can be integrated with Microsoft Outlook. This Outlook integration will allow you to bring Outlook schedule to the Events section in the Connect client. Having visibility of my calendar from the client and quick access to the meetings using the Mitel Conference Bridge. The Microsoft Outlook integration also will bring Outlook contacts to the directory, but those are only going to be available for you since these are not stored or shared with anybody. You can adjust the Outlook integration preference under the settings in the Connect client. To access these settings, click on your name and extension in the Profile section and then click on the gear icon. You will see the Contacts Outlook section under the Preferences options. Contact panel. You can access a contact from the system directory, your favorite list, and some other areas in the Connect client. When selecting a contact, an additional panel will open up possible actions and any other information available in the system. In the contact panel, you will see details of the contact, messages history, call history, and voicemails. You will also see call actions icons like making a call, transferring, conferencing, and some others. This will become available based on the status of your telephone. Call actions. Let's go over a few of the most common actions that people use through the Connect line. Making phone calls. To make a phone call, you can enter a number in the name and number field and press enter. You can also click on the green icon on a contact to initiate a call to that person number. If your client is active, you will see incoming calls in the active call area under the Connect client's features. Icons will be available on the incoming call to answer or reject the call. If your client is open but is not your active application, a pop-up will be presented as an alert and to allow you to answer the incoming call. If you are a Mac user, a pop-up will be presented through your notification center, but you will need to open the client to answer your call. Once the call is answered, additional features will become available. You can finish the call clicking on the red icon. Mute and hold. Once you are in a call, the options for mute and hold will become available. With mute, the microphone on your phone will be mute. You can unmute clicking again the same icon. For putting the call on hold, just select the pause icon. Once this option is activated, a counter will reflect how long this call has been on hold. You will hear a beep at the 10th second of every minute as a reminder of a call that has been put on hold. To on hold, just click in the green icon and that call will become active. When answering a call, a contact panel will expand with additional actions. You will see some features available, but some others may be grayed out based on licenses and permissions enabled in the system. Mute, hang up, and hold are also available when a call is active. We saw already the mute and on hold button as well as the hanging up the call. Those actions are also available in the contact panel actions. The other actions that we will review are how to transfer or how to conference using the Connect line. Transfer. To transfer a call using the Connect line, we need to click in the transfer icon, enter the name or extension number of the person you want to transfer to. Once the contact is selected, some actions will become available. You can click on transfer for a blind transfer, meaning we won't announce the person calling. Consult for us to announce and inform the person before transferring the call. We can also use the park option, if available for us, to park the call in the person extension or phone. You can also use transfer to voicemail if what you're looking for is to transfer directly to the voicemail person. Another way to transfer calls is using drag and drop. I can also drag a call to any person. If I drop the call immediately, I will execute a blind transfer. However, if I wait a couple of seconds, a menu with a couple of options will become available if I want to blind transfer, blind conference, or park that call in the extension selected. Conferencing works in a very similar way than transferring. If I want to conference someone in my call, I just need to click in the conferencing icon to add a participant, select the person that I want to conference in. I can use conference for blind conference. I won't announce to the person selected that I have someone in the call. Or I can click consult and I will have the chance to inform the person selected before adding him or her to the call. About call handling mode. The Mitel Connect system offers 6 different states for setting personal call routing. Each state or call handling mode can be customized to pre-configure preference of call routing based on the selected mode. To review your call handling preference, you can click in your name and extension, and then click in the preference icon. This will open up your preferences. Then you can select in call routing. Here I can click in call routing and have visibility of my preference for each of the call handling modes. For example, when I'm unavailable, I can see that all incoming calls are routed to my assigned desk phone. No other phones will simultaneously ring. After 3 rings, my calls will be routed to voicemails. And in here, I can record the greeting for this particular mode. When I'm in a meeting, calls are not ringing 3 times on my desk phone, but immediately routed to voicemail. And I can play a different voicemail greeting announcing in a meeting recording. Now, let's talk about contact center. If you were using ShoreTel Enterprise Contact Center, known as ECC, you need to be aware that significant changes have been applied in the latest release of the software, starting with the name. The newest release of the ECC solution is now called Mitel Connect Contact Center. The most significant change in the new Mitel Connect Contact Center is that agents are no longer using the agent toolbar to log in and interact with the contact center queue. The Mitel Connect Contact Center application introduced a new browser-based application known as the Agent Interaction Center. Let me show you how this new Agent Interaction Center looks and how we will perform our task using this new solution. How to open the Agent Interaction Center. To open the new Interaction Center, we will do it through your internet browser. Your system administrator will provide the link or address you will use to access the new application. Once you click in the link or visit the address provided to you, you will see the entry page to enter your credentials. These credentials are the same you use with the Mitel Connect client. Once you enter your credentials, click on the Enter icon to continue. Agent Interaction Center Overview. Before receiving a few calls, let's go over this new tool to identify its components. At the top of the page, you will see our main menu. The first icon on the left side will show you your state on the contact center, showing you if you're ready to receive call, on a release mode, busy on another call, or any other status available in the contact center. The next option will present the queues you are part of and provide you with the ability to log in to any other one if permitted in your profile setting. If allowed, you can log in or log out of a queue using the toggle switch next to the queue you decided to interact with. Next to the queues dropdown, you have the release codes. You can click on the drop-down icon to see the release codes available and then select the correct one to enter in release mode using that particular code. Using the release codes will change your status on the contact center as not available with the selected option. You can click on the Start Taking Request to change the status back to available. On the top right of the screen, you will see your name, and the drop-down menu will show you the option to log out and also check some of your notification settings. On the bottom part of the screen, you have the dynamic area of the Interaction Center. In this blank area, you will see the calls on the different queues you are part of and your call-specific details. When you receive a call from the queue, you will see the call's detail in the bottom part of the Interaction Center. You can answer the call clicking on the green icon next to the incoming call. Queues and direct calls will be presented to the agent through the Interaction Center with the corresponding details. Contact center calls will include caller ID, name, and the group call as part of the information presented to the agent. Once the call is answered, an additional panel will open up with the agent's actions to manage the call. These actions include hang up, hold, wrap-up code, request assistant, transfer, and conferencing. Hang up and hold will perform in the same way as if executed in the Connect line. Transfer and conference will work similarly, with the difference that would require the entry of the actual extension to execute the action. No matches are presented when entering the name or possible extension as done in the Connect line when using these features. Wrap-up and request help are features specific for the Mitel Contact Center application. The request assistant will flag the call to the supervisor so he can provide further assistance when requested. When finished with the call, you will be presented with the wrap-up time available before returning to the queue as available for the next call, with the options, if configured, to use the proper code and extending the wrap-up time. Monitoring the queues. Remember that you have the chance to monitor the queues once you are logged in. If you are in a call or in a release mode, you will see the calls that are on the queue. Once you start taking requests, the call will be presented to you following the proper priority order. You will continue seeing the calls in the queue, clicking the queues icon on the left side of the screen. You can click on the active call to return to your previous screen and continue with your regular call actions. To summarize what to do when logging in, visit the web address of the Agent Interaction Center, enter your credentials, and confirm that you are available to receive calls. Calls will start coming your way following the configuration in the Mitel Contact Center solution. Don't forget to use the proper release code when going on a break or working on a particular activity. And make sure you click on Start Taking Requests when ready to receive calls again. As a last but critical note, don't forget to exit the Agent Interaction Center at the end of the day. Closing the tab or even the browser won't exit you out from the queue. To exit the queues properly, click in your name and sign out to exit the queues and stop receiving calls for the day. Closing the browser without exiting the Agent Interaction dashboard will keep the contact center present calls to your extension. We hope you found this video helpful and that you feel ready to start using these new tools. Thank you.